I 29F own the house my brother Jason, 31M, and his fiancée Vanessa, 28F, have been living in for the past 6 months. They moved in when their lease ended unexpectedly and asked to stay just for a month while they planned their wedding. That month turned into 6, and while I didn't charge them rent, I asked them to pitch in with groceries and utilities. Vanessa contributed nothing. Jason paid late, repeatedly. But I bit my tongue. I figured weddings are stressful, and I wanted to be supportive. Until I found out what they were really doing behind my back. It started with my coworker sending me a link to Vanessa's bachelorette party video on Instagram. She de-tagged the location as Home Sweet Home Red, and it was my kitchen. The decorations were everywhere. There were drunk guests lying on my couch, and someone had spilled wine all over my white rug. I hadn't been invited. Hell, I hadn't even been told. I'd been out of town for the weekend, thinking they were house-sitting. I was furious, but I waited until they got home to confront them. Jason laughed. It's not that deep, we cleaned up. Vanessa said I was overreacting and being selfish because I don't understand how important this is for her. I told them they had 1 week to move out. Cue the meltdown. Jason called our mom. She called me crying, said I was destroying his wedding week. My aunt offered to mediate, said I should just ride it out until the wedding was over. But the wedding was in 3 days. And that night, Vanessa posted a joke poll on her IG. Who's the bigger drama queen, me or my future SIL who evicted us? Nail smiling. I saw red, I screenshotted it, texted it to them both and said, "You're out by tomorrow, non-negotiable." They left that night. They stayed at a friend's apartment. The wedding happened. I didn't go. I sent a card and a donation to their honeymoon fund because I didn't want to be petty. But now half my family won't speak to me. My mom says I shamed Jason during the most important week of his life. Vanessa's mom posted something vague on Facebook about heartless siblings. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to enjoy my wine-stain-free rug in peace. For the next few weeks, things were tense. Family group chats went silent when I joined. I got vague texts from my mom like, "I raised you better than this," and from my cousin, "Are you really that jealous of Vanessa?" Apparently, Vanessa had started telling people I kicked them out because I was bitter about not being a bridesmaid. That's laughable, considering I hadn't even asked to be part of the wedding. But what pushed me over the edge was finding out from my neighbor that Vanessa had hosted more than one party in my home while I was at work. I work from home 3 days a week, but the other 2 I'm in the office. My neighbor mentioned the noise, the strange cars, and once, a pool party in my backyard. I don't even own a pool, just a kiddie splash pad I use for my dog. So, they were disrespectful freeloaders *, and chronic liars. I called Jason and confronted him. His response, "You're taking this way too personally." I hung up mid-sentence. A week later, I changed the locks. I also put up cameras, which was smart, because someone keyed my car a few days later. I have no proof it was them, but let's just say the timing was suspicious. Fast forward 2 months, Jason and Vanessa are married, and I haven't spoken to them since. I got a message from Vanessa last week, though. She sent me a long-winded apology full of passive-aggressive, "sorry if you felt hurt," language and ended it with, "We'd love to reconnect, Jason really misses his sister." I didn't reply. I don't miss being disrespected. Interestingly, a few other family members have started to see through their act. My aunt, same one who tried to mediate, recently called to say she was sorry she pressured me. She said Vanessa's behavior at the wedding, yelling at the caterer, snapping at bridesmaids, opened some eyes. Even my mom softened a little. She invited me to dinner, and, although she didn't apologize outright, she did ask how I was doing. I'll take that as a baby step. Meanwhile, I've repainted the guest room they trashed, replaced my rug, and started renting the space out short-term to travelers. It's been peaceful, lucrative, and best of all, drama-free. So, no, I don't think I'm the asshole. Not for standing up for myself, not for setting boundaries, and definitely not for refusing to let entitled people treat my home like their hotel. Am I the asshole? I don't think so. But Reddit, feel free to weigh in. /top Reddit comments. User bridesmaid Becky, you're the asshole. You should have just sucked it up for one more weekend. It was their wedding, you really couldn't let it slide for family. Reply yeah, no. Letting someone abuse your space for months doesn't suddenly become okay because there's cake and matching bridesmaid dresses. My house, my boundar.
Thank you for watching. Please check out my YouTube channel at 67 entire Reddit stories. I post full stories every day at 10 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time.